This show is sponsored by Singles Sealed Memorabilia. Find them on Instagram at Singled Sealed Memorabilia or on eBay. Search for the username Singles Sealed Memorabilia. They are turning their collecting hobby and passion into a shop dream, bringing a variety of wrestling cards to collectors all around the world. They also create their own mystery bundles and bring other unusual cards to the graded scene. They have 100% positive eBay customer feedback with over 3,000 sales. We do thank Singles Sealed Memorabilia for their support of the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
Hello and welcome to show 30 something or other.
34.
34. Well done, we made it. I'm the president, David Lloyd. I'm here with Jamie and Chris as always. Boys, how we doing?
Yeah, all right. Not bad. So nearly your favourite number. We're not far away from your favourite number.
It's how many dicks I sucked in a row, number 37. I cannot wait. It's going to be a proper... I'm going to do so many Kevin Smith quotes. Jamie doesn't know who the fuck Kevin Smith is, but I'm going to do so many Kevin Smith jokes all the way through on episode 37. I can't wait. What have you been doing, guys? What have you been doing? Anything nice?
Chris, how was your holiday?
Card show tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, and holiday. It feels so long ago. I forgot since...
That was this time.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. How did the holiday go?
It was very good, thank you.
Yeah. Good,
very good.
Good.
How were the rides at Centre Parks?
The
water slides, I mean.
Yes. No.
That's even worse.
Good. Dave's just having a laughing fit there. Yeah, very good, thank you.
Good.
All of the above.
Lovely. So card show? No,
card show.
Card show.
Yeah.
Where's this at?
Southampton.
That's a long way away.
It is.
That's good.
It is, but early start. I need to leave at like 5 a.m. But it'll be a great day. I'm going with my mate who I haven't seen in 7 years.
Wow.
So,
nice.
Is there a football game on as well?
Yes, there is, and I was going to be going to it. But that first of all, they changed the time to the early kickoff, so 12:30. It really eats into card time. And also, I support Southampton, and they are utter shit at the moment. So I'm not paying to go and watch them be completely shit. I've watched 4 games in a row now on TV, and I don't really want to talk about it. To be honest,
It is a shame because it is a shame.
It is.
You've always had quite a good team, to be honest. So
This is the first time I felt like this about Southampton. So
Especially this early in the season as well. Like,
it's not something I want to go and watch. They're not a team yet, and it's not good.
talking of football, I'm actually going to watch a game for the first time in God knows how long tomorrow. Going to Millwall. You muggy cunt. Sorry, Margaret. It's not my team. Obviously, I support Aston Villa, but a mate of mine supports Millwall. Family club. Yeah, right. So
you live in Tommy's village?
He does not live in Tommy's village. Everyone seems to love it. Everyone, football or wrestling related, lives in Tommy's village. No. He's treating us to hospitality tomorrow. So that's going to be really nice. Hospitality and Millwall. It's kind of like an oxymoron, but it's going to be interesting to say the least. Really looking forward to it. And they're playing against Swansea, which is the team of the land of my father. So Swansea with the first team professional football team I saw play, actually.
There you go.
Nice.
Against Stockport, and they won 2-0. That was at the old
Sounds
stadium.
Like a classic.
Yeah, it was at the old stadium. There was like
4th division.
Oh no, there was holes in the stands that are bigger than Volkswagens. It's horrible. That was the old Swansea, the Vetch back in the day. Not now. It's a nice new stadium now. So, no, looking forward to that. Jamie, what's going on in your world? Anything football related?
I might actually be going to football tomorrow as well.
No way.
We're playing Derby County at home tomorrow. So
let's fuck this card game off and let's just talk about football.
But I haven't been to the Abbey yet this year, and ticket sales have been through the roof so far this season. Like, we've had lots of sellouts, and it's like unprecedented ticket sales. So I'm going to try my luck and just see if there's any walk-ups.
They're giving them away, are they?
Yeah, exactly. AEW in it. Yeah, no, I'm just going to try my luck, really. If I can get in, I'll do. If not, I'll just watch it on the, ticket site that you can do online. Can't you pay 10 quid to watch it at home? I haven't
done that this season. I normally do for Milton Keynes Dons, to be honest, but the little bubba has kept me entertained, so I haven't done it. So I do miss watching a bit of football, though. It's been I haven't seen Villa play for many of a moon now, so I'm gonna. The older Stanley gets, the more excited I'm getting about taking him to games. So
nice.
Really looking forward to it. I'd love to, Chris. Have you ever had one of your kids as a ball child?
No, Ted's not really into it. He likes playing football. He's not really into it. And it's too loud. He really suffers with his ears, so it's too loud for him. So he has to wear the ear defender things. So yeah.
The thing is, if you think about it, I didn't get into football until 1990. Like proper into football. So I was 9.
Yeah.
When I was
he is now, so he's starting to. He's doing it at school, and a lot of his mates are big football fans. So he's kind of, asking the questions. I would say. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
No,
about teams.
It's weird because I remember the first year of the Premier League, and that was 91, 92.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I remember Italian 90. But before that I wasn't really... I remember watching football but not being into football.
Yeah.
So, but I just hope Stanley's into golf. This is my only hope.
You have to start
honestly
the pitch and putt and crazy golf and all that and build it up.
I tell you what, next year, mate, he's there. I'm taking him down. We live near a golf course, 2 minutes next to a golf course. He's going in it. That's how Tiger Woods started. Tiger, 2 years old, at the pitch and putt, didn't he? So off he goes.
Lewis Hamilton go-karting at the age of 2. It starts to go, mate.
You gotta. So yeah, he's going to be in. He's going to be in that driving range as soon as I can. I think. Money. Yeah. Well, we normally put the next section is normally what we've been watching, but. I don't know. Has anyone been watching anything?
Jamie?
Oh,
I kind of know what's going on.
I know one thing. Spoilers. The Joker, right?
Adam Cole thing, yeah.
The Joker story.
But other than that, I've completely... I don't know what I've really been doing the last couple of weeks, but it's not been watching wrestling.
Well, I'm a sad fucker, right? You know what I've been doing. I've been watching AEW. I've been watching everything.
On, fill us in, Jamie. Fill us in.
No, you know what? It's not been a bad run, actually. This post-punk era has not been too bad. Collision's been really good the last few weekends. Texas Deathmatch with Ricky Starks was quite good on Collision. Dynamite, again, has been quite good. Obviously, everyone's known about this whole Adam Cole thing. Is it a work? Is it real? I'm probably leaning towards that it's probably real. The way he fucking jumped off and then went straight down the ground. It's not something you say, well, if you storyline it, you do something a bit more dramatic. Do you know what I mean? But no, it's good. It's good. A bit of Jay White getting in the main event scene would be good. Against MJF. That should be a good match whenever that happens. I'm still convinced the Kingdom are going to be doing this reforming type thing. I've still got that's going to be the story we're going with. I didn't realise as well one half of the Righteous was in the Kingdom at some point as well, so it's kind of maybe that's
one half of the Righteous Brothers.
Yeah, apparently they're in the Kingdom, which I didn't realise. So maybe there's something on there, but yeah, AEW's all good at the minute. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I to be honest, I do kind of feel like I've missed out on last couple of weeks watching it. I have meant to watch it, I just haven't got around to it. I still would like to watch more WWE. It's really grating on me. What I want to actually watch is basically all of WWE with regarding all of Bron Breaker's matches from start to now.
From beginning to end.
Take me. Yeah. Like just from the start and just keep plodding along until I get to present day. Because I've seen some of his matches, but not all of his matches, and I think I've missed I've missed a lot more than I've seen. So I'd like to just go through all of them at some point. It's just finding the time, lads.
What did you think about him caving in Matey's head with the steel steps?
Well, he did it, but he tried to do it safely, didn't he?
Yeah,
it just so happens that he missed a bit.
What do you think of the storyline?
Hey, it didn't kill him, did it? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what they say, isn't it? Something like that. I don't know, but I'm still waiting for his obviously his main event push. With regarding on the main show, I do think that he'll go. Where do you think he'll go? SmackDown eventually?
I think so. I think Raw's got enough of those sorts of guys. I think SmackDown could do with him.
I think SmackDown. It's just what they're going to do with him on SmackDown. But I don't know. Sooner rather than later, I hope. All right. Let's move on. So we normally do news, but we're going to do news and big topic all in one today because the news is the big topic. We all know what we're going to talk about. So really, it's the review of the last 2 weeks. Because there's a hell of a lot that's... It just hasn't stopped, guys. So, thing is, we're never bored on this show. I think we're going to be bored over the next couple of years if what's happened has happened. Especially with card news. So, the first part of this I've called WWE versus Panini versus Fanatics versus Collectors. So, Jamie, do you want to go through what's happened? You've already done this before.
Yeah, I'll do it
on a show beforehand as a news item,
news
update. But we've gone a tiny bit further since then. So, Jamie, please enlighten us what's happened.
Just really quickly, in a previous generation, this would have been on Celebrity Deathmatch, wouldn't it? Like they would have done that with that geezer and the bald head fighting to the death. Yeah. WWE versus Panini. Right, so setting the scene a little bit. So yeah, we had our little bonus episode last week, which most of it is still pretty relevant. So if you want to have a listen to and you don't know, that's still up there. But really, where we're at, really, WWE put a notice out to Panini, which we received at the end of August, basically saying that their general performance wasn't meeting up to the expectations and said that Panini had basically breached contract. Panini have come back and said they had no indication from WWE throughout the whole period. They've always had the royalty checks cashed and paid, and it's all been pretty good all the way through. And they had no ill feeling from WWE throughout the entire period. So as a result, there's been this kind of counter-suing thing. So Panini have sued the WWE for breaching the contract in the first place. WWE have also done the same, and it's all got a bit messy around that. Around WWE's side of things, they put a restraining order against Panini to stop them from releasing any other product while this is all going on. The news adding on to this week is that was rejected temporarily. So at the moment, Panini are still free to issue things out. But the main thing with this is that although it has been lifted, WWE could still actually turn around and say, no, Panini, we don't like that. That product doesn't suit us. We don't, and they can still maybe be cocks about the whole situation, really.
They have the power of veto, basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
they have final say.
So where this really leads us at the moment is, and we'll talk about this, I'm sure, guys, now, but this really leads us now that we are going to have probably quite a big break in cards for the time being. I don't think we're going to see.
Well, from WWE side, exactly. AEW is just because they're shit, but generally WWE side is because it's a shower of shit. There's a bit of a difference.
And these kind of things aren't quickly solved, are like any of these long legal cases, they can go on for fucking years, and it'll probably be till the end of the deal anyway, if it does get that far. It'll probably end up settling out of court or whatever it would be, but at this point, the compensation that both WWE and Panini have tried to get out of each other, that hasn't really got any traction as of yet, and we're kind of just waiting to see what happens next. But yeah, for the time being, there is a stalemate, and there is no Panini product going forward. So I think people will maybe been a bit hopeful that we may now see these winter releases, but I think that's pretty much looking very doubtful. Well, I haven't really spoke to you guys about this at all yet, really. What's your thoughts on this altogether? I guess, a mix of emotions, really.
I mean, the main thing that I would have, it's a pissing contest, but it's not between Panini and WWE. It's between Panini and Fanatics, and Panini are just in the way, right? WWE are just in the way of the pissing contest between Fanatics and Panini. Mm-hmm. This is all that, the same thing has happened with the NFL stuff. It's the same thing. Basically, the more people who are attached to Panini that says, we don't like the service that you're giving us, the more it gives Fanatics with regarding their lawsuit that basically says, well, look at the people that are signed to Panini. They don't want to be with them. They're shit. They want to come to us. That's all this is. Let's make no bones about it. This is why it's all happening. And it's not just happening with, obviously, the NFL stuff. It's happening with WWE. Is it going to happen with other stuff? Probably. The thing is, all of this just impacts us. It doesn't. It is regardless of what's happening with them. At the end of all of this, it impacts the collectors, and the collectors getting any new product going forward. And ultimately, this is the ball ache of all of it. I wish, if this has to have happened, I wish we didn't know anything really about it, and they could have settled it behind closed doors in a timely manner, given each other money, which way it needed to go to, and then just settle it, as Jamie said, settle it out of court, but even before it got to this fucking level of stupidity. It's embarrassing for them. It's embarrassing for the hobby. It's just a horrible feeling all around, really. I knew, obviously, we had to talk about it, but I hate talking about this kind of stuff because it's just, nobody's winning here.
Yeah.
No.
And ultimately, the one thing I would say is, and I thought about this, this is the main thing for me, is that I think this would all feel like it's worth it in my head if it was a step forward. But what is ultimately going to happen is we're going to go through all this, and all that's going to happen is WWE are going to go back to Topps. Now, don't get me wrong, if Topps Slam comes back online, fucking hallelujah. I'm the happiest man alive. Tickle my belly all day. Lovely stuff.
Got a feeling there's a butt coming here. Their product at the end was like...
But, well, the thing is, Topps is great, but I feel like, even though I think this is really weird, I feel like I'm going to miss the progression of what Panini gave us with their products.
Yeah, it feels like a step back going, if we're going to get those same, then now forever kind of releases to a degree.
Well, at the very least, right, it maybe a step back is potentially a harsh way of saying it, but maybe let's just say it's a sidestep, but it's not improving anything, and all we're going to do is waste many months not getting any new products. Everyone's going to be bent out of shape because of it. All the old product is just going to go up and up and up. Yeah. Breaks are not going to happen very often, and if so, the prices are going to go up and up and up. Wax is going to go up in price, which is great if you're a wax merchant, and the only people who are going to benefit right now are the people who are collecting wax. And they're going to be selling wax, and the general cards that are already expensive is just going to go even higher up in price. So, I don't think many people will win through this. Sorry, no. Chris, it's a very long-winded one for me, but that's ultimately how I feel.
You've already said it. It's like when you put in the notes versus the collectors, because that's ultimately who loses out, and we're like the kids, aren't we? In the divorce, we just
we're
get
tagging along,
kind of shunned to the side, and it's just shit. Basically,
sorry, Grace.
Well, I was just going to say there's a couple of things with it though, that when you see like WWE's argument for why they want to terminate the deal, there is some clout behind it. Do you know what I mean? They haven't done anything digitally. They haven't done any sort of trading card-esque type things. And the releases,
their rebuttal. There is two. Well, the thing is, apparently they've done NFTs that I don't remember them doing.
Not WWE ones, no.
And they have blockchain game cards for conventions, which I haven't ever seen.
Yeah, like
no,
there was massive hype about them, and we could get them. Then fair enough. But
But I lean towards what you were saying, Chris. If correct, they haven't actually done that.
No, that's it. And
not to their level, anyway.
Topps was doing all of that and bringing out like proper card sets and
a spectrum of sets as well, like for all budgets. You know,
so like Panini, was it too samey? I know we only got 2 years of it, but if they'd have mixed it up a little bit and brought out maybe like, I don't know, something different the second year, then maybe it would have been bigger. But I still think, as Dave said, it's fanatics ultimately that are controlling all of this, isn't it? So
I think Panini has brought in a lot more people into the market, fresh eyes on the market, and a different take on the market. But I don't know whether or not there's sort of that long-term progression of the hobby that, you know, I don't know whether we would step back to how we were COVID period if we went to Topps. I do feel like having Panini there kind of gave wrestling cards a bit of legitimacy. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Time will tell with all of this, really, I guess.
I don't know. Like, when you say that legitimacy, the thing is, I think they were great at Topps. I think Topps are a very legitimized company. I think it took it to the next level, especially with the finances around how much cards cost these days, because the improvement in the products, I think, were there a lot of the time. I think a lot of the time with with Topps, there was a lot of game cards, match dated moments cards and stuff like that. Yeah. Low end, there was much more low end feel to Topps. Exactly. And I just think it took, I wouldn't say legitimized in my view. I would say more so is that they elevated the product slightly into such a way of people. I do think there's a lot more eyes on Panini products for WWE, obviously, but we were already getting there past 2020, right?
Yeah.
More people were coming into the hobby. The interest got peaked in 2022 when AEW happened and Panini went to WWE. We've covered this before, right? Perfect Storm, right?
Yeah.
And I think Panini have benefited from that perfect storm, and I think they've knocked it out of the park. I really do. You try to match up what Upper Deck have done with AEW to what Panini have done with WWE. It's night and day, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I love their animal prints. Oh my god, more animal prints. Tie-dyes as well. Awesome. But I also like looking back on Topps. Everyone loves Topps Chrome, but I love Topps Heritage.
I love Heritage. It's my favourite set of Topps.
Finest was my gateway, but that first Finest year, 2020, so underrated. We all love that year. That was fantastic. So they've and as well as a lot of it is on card autos.
Very true. Very true.
Undisputed was extremely cheap for what you actually got.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to spend a shitload of money, you could always get Transcendent, and go fucking bananas with that. So, if you like framed cards, which I always find a bit strange, but I don't know, man. Like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's just we have to sit on our asses, shaking our heads, thinking this is just a shit show for God knows how long.
Yeah, and you can see, like you said, it's just this pissing match, and it will just be, because ultimately any card company will want WWE as a brand or TKO as a brand. So it's not like they're going to struggle to find a new home regardless, even post Fanatics, But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I do find it quite weird though that like business is business, right? And I get that. But they've shat on Panini so much, they're never going to go back to Panini. What happens if Fanatics doesn't work out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to go WWE upper deck.
You
know what I mean? I just can't see it happening somehow.
We've got this UFC caveat there as well, because there will come a time where, WWE and UFC, like those deals will have to change and it'll be a new TKO deal. Like, I don't know where the UFC license currently sits in timescale. What happens? When's it renewed?
I feel like they'll be the next ones to do the same thing as the NFL and WWE, just because of the TKO group. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're going to be doing those contracts as a group going forward, aren't they? So, interesting times, but yeah, downsides for collectors.
Just to add, two things I did find a bit weird, just to note. So one, regarding Panini, so Panini America .net, is it their main site?
Yeah,
I can't remember what it is. They have still got Elite on their website as coming soon.
Right.
There's still release date. I'll cover release dates, but there is a release date for Panini Elite of 22/11, the 22nd of November. I was trying to say 22nd of the 11th. It's just don't work. 22/11. And that's still on Still City. We always use Still City as our guide, basically, of when it's coming out. So that's still on their website. They are still selling the instance that they haven't been able to sell.
There's some 5s on there as well, yeah.
There's still a 1-on-1 on there. Gunter's still on there, which I just find baffling. I thought those would sell out instantly after the news broke about the relationship. And one of the interesting things that I noticed, and I looked this up purposely the other day. So, that WWE on their shop started selling signed slabbed cards.
Yeah, I remember that. There was Beckett ones, wasn't it, mainly?
Yeah. They're still selling the ones with Panini on there. So theoretically speaking, they are still selling Panini cards out of WWE. Reselling, but they're still selling them.
That's strange.
So, like, these kind of things, you would have thought they would, like, I know that, like, obviously court cases get messy, but this kind of shit, why haven't they just stripped all the Panini stuff out of WWE shop?
Yeah, because they do with any other superstar when they leave or something, they just clear it out, don't they?
I don't understand.
Especially as WWE shops run by Fanatics, isn't it? So
yeah, exactly.
So you have Fanatics who are involved and WWE who are involved in in two separate cases with Panini, and they're selling Panini products on their site, signed Panini products, resold, graded signed products. It's just mad. It doesn't make any sense. If there was anything I was going to get, like if I really wanted to get something, I would get one of those, because you ain't going to see those again.
No, what a weird situation.
Yeah, really weird. And I can't believe that is the kind of thing that they don't think about. Because like if I was Panini in court right now with them, I'd just be like, well, why are you still selling our products? If they're so bad, why are you selling them?
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever. Anyway, so we move on to the next. So this happened. So the majority of all of this happened, not the TRO, that came later on last week.
Yeah.
But as soon as this story broke, a day after, we had talent releases for WWE. Chris, what happened, mate? Who got released?
Good, was it? Do you really want me to say Dave, do you really want me to tell you?
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. I'm so hollow, baby.
And
so hollow.
He's not talking about Emma. He is talking
not
about Dolph Ziggler.
Offset the hands.
Yeah. Do you want me to list them? There's quite a few. I think there's 21 in total. I mean, the main one was obviously Dolph. Some of the bigger ones, you had Shelton Benjamin, been back for a while now, hasn't he? Yeah. Elias. Ezekiel.
Walk with Elias to the unemployment line.
He's done.
Mansour.
Mansour.
Marseille.
Yeah, he was the biggest one that I actually did, like outside of obviously Dolph and Matthew Ridley me this. I was surprised they gave up on Marseille or Mace.
Massive guy, isn't he? Like,
because I think he was a very talented lad, and I think they could have done a lot more with him than what they did with him.
Yeah.
I find it weird that they let Mansour go, because whenever they went to Saudi Arabia, he was always like that posted by the hometown hero.
He wasn't allowed to lose, was he?
That's right.
That was part of the deal was he had to win in Saudi.
When he was on 10. And just, I find that a bit, because they couldn't have been paying that much money, for that either. But yeah, very, very weird.
Dana Brooke, she has been there for some time, more than 10 years, hasn't she? One of Dave's favourites, Quincy Elliott.
Oh, I love that boy.
The Quincy.
Even though he's not very fondly remembered at all, to be honest. He had a bit of a reputation. Yeah. I didn't know that until we got released, to be honest. And I was like, God, he's a bit of a phobe, apparently.
Just you said about Shelton Benjamin, amount of time. I just Googled actually how long Shelton Benjamin, he was there for 7 years when they brought him back. He's not really done fuck all, really, has he, for 7 years?
Literally fuck all, in my opinion, but, Top Dollar. He's been getting a lot of flack, but I liked him on have you guys seen the A&E biography things where he goes and finds all the items for people?
Yeah. Oh, is that Top Dollar?
I really loved him on that. Yeah, I thought he was great.
Oh, I didn't know that was Top Dollar.
Yeah. Maybe he should just stick to that. But
yeah, I think, to be honest, they should have got rid of Beef and Shanta Adonis as well. To be honest, they should have stripped it all out. But
again, they're another group. Good Swerve was with them, wasn't he? And you would have thought that they weren't going to survive without Swerve, and they've held on. But yeah, they didn't really do much post Swerve. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think they should have just got rid of all of them, to be honest. So.
Mustafa Ali, which was a really strange one because he was booked on the pay-per-view, wasn't he?
This weekend, tomorrow.
This weekend. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's hilarious.
Ricky Boogs.
The Boog star. I think he'll be a big star with Impact or something like that. I think he's going to do
Impact,
some stuff.
yes. Yeah. Not AEW, but definitely Impact.
Yeah.
They just kind of he had a big year last year. He got an injury, didn't he? And then
really bad one. Yeah,
he came back at Mania as like the ad campaign for like that hard lemonade, and was like the face of this campaign.
He was doing loads of campaigns.
It was doing loads of shit, and then gone, boom.
Well, the thing is, do you see that they were here on the dirty sheets that he said that one man didn't like him backstage, and that's why he's gone.
Yeah. That's right.
And we all know who that man was.
With his big nose.
So, his big... his massive hooter. Yeah. So, no, it is a shame, though. Again, I feel a lot of these talent is that you never saw the best of them. And you could have done, given the right circumstances.
Yeah. Aaliyah, she was again another one that has been there for so long, and
I think 10 plus years, wasn't she?
Yeah, longer than that. She only made a TV debut last year or the year before because she was sick on air, weren't she?
Yeah, she got moved over to Smackers, didn't she?
That's right, and then vomited on her first show. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, I know there was a lot of cuts, and I think there's a lot of NXT people that we won't go through because obviously there's a lot of no names.
Really,
but I think that the NXT guys were spewing, the head honchos on NXT were spewing a bit that they lost the amount of talent that they did. But ultimately, I still think if they cut Dolph, Riddle, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Riddle. Sorry, he wasn't on that list.
Riddle was obviously he was later on, wasn't he? And there's a lot of trouble that obviously has happened around Riddle, so I'm not really surprised on that one. But I think like with Dolph going, which it's a shock in some ways, but ultimately it more of a shame for me, obviously, because I PC the guy. But I think it would have been a perfect time to get rid of some of the old guard. Like, yeah, Dana Brooke's gone. Yeah, that's one of them. But Natalia, I mean, she's what, still, 40 now?
I feel like she's still used quite regularly, though. Do you know what I mean? Not in a good way, but she's still...
But they could have, like, transitioned her over to, like, coach like for NXT or something like that. At the very least, you know what I mean? Just, like, she's in her 40s now. I'm not saying I'm in my 40s, but I'm glad I'm not wrestling, but... Ultimately, like, I think it was time. There's a lot of guys, even like Randy Orton and stuff, people like that. Like, just
The Miz, still a big star, but
you know what I mean. Like, they could have made some cuts. R-Truth, you know. There's guys around who've been around there a long time. Do they still need to be there?
I was surprised guys like the Viking Raiders survived and stuff like that. Like,
JD was throwing odds here, there, and everywhere for this, weren't you?
Mate, yeah, in ATP chat, I was putting in the old.
I could have got 30-1 for Dolph.
34-1, yeah. I thought that was a rank outsider. Jesus. First one out of the hat.
Wow.
He had the good brothers out the door, Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Which I am surprised. They didn't go. Oh well.
The thing is, like, even like AJ, I wouldn't have been surprised if they got rid of AJ. I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of Owens and Sami Zayn. Like, I just like a lot of the old guys who probably don't draw as much as they used to do now. Like, the thing is, like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, after they won against that Bloodline feud, right? They ain't gonna draw any money anywhere near what they've just done for that, really.
No way.
So, yeah,
I think there's a lot of people on that roster you know aren't going anywhere, and they're not ever going. And I know you've got to have some bulk on there, but yeah, Jesus, there must be so many people who aren't being used.
But it's been like that for years, Jamie. Mate.
Yeah, of course it has.
It's just it never changes. And the one time that when Dolph went first of all, I thought, oh, here we go. This could be this could be a tumbler here, and it really wasn't.
No,
but we have had some new faces at the PC, haven't there?
Boom!
Mm-hmm. We were kind of speculating on last episode.
Who? The Rock?
The Rock,
the Brahma Bull.
It was good to see him back. Actually, it looks bigger and bigger every time he comes back.
Yeah.
He gets muscles where men shouldn't get muscles. It's really ridiculous. His neck is like our three heads together. It's mental.
Yeah, Abby was saying to me I watched that clip on YouTube, and it's like you can tell like he's no longer wrestling fit. Like he is movie star, bulked out for the camera, isn't he? Like he compared to other guys, like he's not made for wrestling matches now at all, is he? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I find that weird though, because like obviously Cena's gone the other way. He's like really leaned compared to what he used to be.
Definitely.
And The Rock has just seemed to just gone like massive powerlifting.
Yeah,
man. Like don't get me wrong, he's going to be playing. Is he going to play live action in Moana? Is he actually going to play? Oh God, what's his character? Maui. Is he going to be live action Maui?
I don't know.
That would be amazing if he is. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. But the one thing, Chris, you were alluding to
was not The Rock.
It was not The Rock. Gone.
Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Boom.
All the baddies, mate.
Yeah.
Baddie section.
She
I think
is
it's
going to be
their-
a megastar, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, it's their second most viewed short of the year so far, and it's got some ridiculous amount. I think it was like 18 million or billion or something views already. So people are taking note and they're interested. So
Yeah.
looks to be good.
The one thing that has been settled between it, we did say like where's she going to go? We do know she's going to go to the performance center, right? Yeah. Because she was walking into it, for Christ's sakes. So, but I truly think that is the best thing for her, because she's a diamond in the rough at the minute. I think they'll teach her how to work the WWE way before putting her on the main stage. Jamie, I do believe the sky's the limit with her. Yeah. I really do.
I think if they build her up while she's in the PC doing, day in, day out at the PC, I think if you build up with like vignettes, like your Mr. Perfect type vignettes, all those things to build up and do something at the Rumble, have her come in at the Rumble and have a good run in the Rumble, like that would be a great way to bring her in,
cool,
Yeah. Then you've got 3 months or so to get her TV ready, not TV that she isn't TV ready, but you know what I mean, like doing other longer matches and that WWE style. I reckon that one to
she's
me.
going into NXT. She's going to be in there for the next 3 years, at least, and then maybe show up at a Royal Rumble eventually. You know what I mean? But that's what they do with them. They just. I don't understand. I never have done why they keep them in developmental for so long.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get the feeling. Because they're bringing her in as a big name, aren't they? Like they're doing that AJ Styles treatment sort of thing, And the fact that it was broke on ESPN makes you think that they've done it as a big way instead of just putting it on the social media, I just feel that would be a bit of a thing just to then bring out on NXT 2.0 to challenge Becky Lynch. Just doesn't seem fitting, but we'll see. I do know that I've been watching. I've been obviously picking up a few cards and stuff, and I have noticed people putting their prices up on Yankee Bay on Jay Cargill. I've been watching a couple of the iconic entrances, like for the Upper Deck convention cards, and they've gone from like $12, and they're up to like the 40, 45s, and they're the ones I was already watching.
Trav's been fighting with that. He's been trying to get a few Jade cards, but prices have been skyrocketing, as you say. So it is what it is, but it's understandable though. She's going to be.
She's a prospect now, isn't she? Like
officially the next big thing, So I'm not surprised. Well, we normally talk about releases because we talked before with regarding releases, and we just to give us an understanding of what releases we have coming up. We'll try and talk a bit about cards now. Releases are quite easy to say because we've got fuck all coming out. Panini Elite, as I say, it does say the 2020. Oh God, I'm stuck in this loop again. 22nd of November.
A year old.
But there's no way that's going to come out this year. I doubt. I would be very surprised if it comes out. This is where Panini make me eat my words, and it is going to come out.
Early.
Early. Yeah. And all of the AEW stuff is TBC or TBD. Allure, Flagship, it's all TBD. So we have no idea what's happening there. I don't know why we did have release dates for it and now they're just gone. So we do need to obviously schedule a little date with Billy Celio at some point, and we can ask him that kind of question as well because, it's just weird that there's no release dates now. Past Metal.
Why has it stopped?
Bizarre. Yeah. And the only real bit of card news outside of the shenanigans that have gone on between Panini and WWE, and something kind of relevant to that story as well, really, if you think about it, and I'll tie it in. So a couple of days ago, so this week just gone, we've had 3 cards that came up on Yankee Bay, so that's American eBay. One of them was, so they're all Panini Elite. Okay, so Elite's not out yet. We just covered that. It's not out yet. But there's 3 cards from Elite that were on Yankee Bay. One of them was a blank autograph. So it was, it just says signatures on it. So Xavier Woods 1/1 trading card, error card. You had a Charlotte 1/25, and that was Pen Pals. And Elite Signatures again, it was a gold Alba Fire trading card, error card. Sorry. And they're all going to various prices on Yankee Bay.
The listing actually says Pin Pals, like that episode of The Simpsons where they're called the Pin Pals.
Of the bowling team.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's Pen Pals, but they call it Pin Pals. Maybe that was the error.
Way of trying to get around it,
maybe. Maybe. I didn't even notice that, mate. Well done. That's hilarious. So basically, they all got pulled a couple of days ago now. But we were theorizing that they were potentially stolen cards from Panini because of this was news that Panini did get broken into at the back end of May. Their headquarters, HQ. God, I can't speak today. And essentially, they didn't really know what got stolen. So we theorized. I was talking to Trav, and he was theorizing the fact that could be the case. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I spanned the net out, and Gelman did say a few words saying, well, he's spoken to people and he doesn't believe it was a result of the break-in. Cryptic Gelman, as always, didn't give us any other information. Thank you, Gelman. However, there has been no, that I know of, there has been no confirmation of where they actually came from. The thing is, and the overriding thing of all of this, regardless if they're stolen goods or not, if they've just gone out by mistake, it's negligence from Panini, right?
Did you hear that they didn't know what had been stolen?
Yeah.
Which I just thought was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I do find it a bit weird with this as well. You know, I know you said at Gelman, obviously, Panini said, we don't believe it's from us. But they're not going to openly say to some random collector, "Oh yeah, we think it's our stolen gear, mate." Yeah, well done.
They're probably not going to say it to anyone. Like,
cool. Imagine that going into the court case and then saying, "Oh, we know what got stolen and it was WWE stuff." They just wouldn't. Yeah. Not saying that Panini are trying to pull the wool over, but there's probably a good chance they are. But there is obviously an issue. Maybe here.
We're not saying you're shit, but there's a good chance you are. God love him.
I don't know if there is a chance here that, is this stuff that was, badly cut stuff, or was it sort of test print run stuff to sort of see how things were and it was just binned and someone just found it in the trash? Because there's not hundreds of these, is there?
Yeah. But it's still stolen if it is.
Yeah.
And it's still negligence for Panini letting it go if it is, so.
Because we've seen with Panini, I can't know if it was Panini or Tots, but we had a load of those unsigned Bailey cards and stuff, didn't we? Like Bailey forgot to sign them.
Wasn't that just that she left them somewhere?
Yeah, she left them in the arena, didn't she?
Yeah, and someone.
But you obviously had that whole box surface, not just one of 25 or. So it seems weird you've just got a couple. But yeah, they've vanished completely now, though, haven't they? They're not on eBay.
Yeah, they got taken away. Yeah, they're gone. But I'll keep an eye out for more. I think it's quite funny that they did rise, but just typical with the court case as well. Mm-hmm. It's just like, this is a thing that WWE should be going into the courtroom about, going, what the fuck is all this about? This is why we're bringing the court case up. Yeah. So, it still swings and roundabouts, but Jesus Christ, it's one idiotic thing after another with the news. But, okay. Right, let's move forward. Let's move forward through this maddening situation we all find ourselves in. So let's go to Jamie's Corner. It ain't going
to get much better in Jamie's Corner. It's going to be pretty fucking maddening, I swear. Stock Up 2.0. I'm going to have my hands up. I actually forgot to put that card on eBay to get the wheels in motion again. It's been a bit manic over our side of things. So I will do it. I will pull my finger out and get that up on eBay. And we will start the Wheels of Motion again with the Stock Up 3.0. So let's see how we get on with that.
Stock Up 3D.
3D, the 3D.
This time 3D.
So yeah, I will crack on.
Start off with the Dudley Boys. See what happens. That'd be really
Stacey.
good. Yeah. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Well, no,
End with Stacey.
I tried the Thieves route and only got 3 cards each. So
yeah, but you went for old ladies.
I didn't start with old ladies, though, you know.
Okay.
Got to keep Margaret happy, you know. Got to work it through.
You know what I mean?
So I will do the Stock Up 3.0. I'm just a bit slow on the uptake for that. So I will do that. But yeah.
You're going Johnny's pace.
Exactly.
Johnny's world pace.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke, guys. Listen to the CFP this week.
CFP. So yeah, Stock Up wise, nothing further on that side of things. In regards to the competition of the week, I messaged Gordo. I said, have you listened to the pod yet? He said he heard it day one and he was chuffed that his stuff's on his way, so that should already be with him by now for his competition prize.
He's a lucky fucker, I tell you.
Mate, he's had a clean sweep. He's now also got the unsigned Stock Up card, which no one else has got, you know, so he's got a clean sweep of Square Circle Relic stuff.
He's got some rare stuff,
Yeah, he has. So that's all sorted. I know, Chris, this is maybe a bit more your Nook side of stuff, but we're getting into Advent season very, very soon. Are we going to do the Advent ripping in December?
Well, actually, this past week...
With no product.
Yeah, there'll be nothing to get. I've been talking to Chalky and I actually numbered his... So he's got 15 blasters and 10 relic packs.
Right.
So I chose what order he's doing them in, just to try and bring him a little bit of like outside luck, I guess. But yeah, it was really cool. He's got a good selection. I think I will do it, but I'm not going to go that route. It'd be too hard to do now. I'm just going to do packs, I think, again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to do it for sure.
Yeah. So I was going to.
I don't think I'm going to do it this year.
No, that's
I found it quite not maddening, but like it did start to grate on me after about day 15, and I still didn't find the. It took me ages to find the autograph, man. Yeah. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
That's why blasters are the way forward, I think, with this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to do it again this year, I think. So I was just going to kind of set that seed with people. If you want to do the Advent stuff again, try and do it in the group and stuff, we'll maybe get the wheels in motion, I think. And if anyone wants to get on an order, maybe we can get some orders together with people in the group or something, you know?
Yeah,
Well, Adam Anwar did it with us.
Yeah.
And,
this is really good, yeah.
Brian Lyons did a few of us as well, if I remember rightly.
I think Graham did it like intermittently. Probably had the same sort of thing as you do.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I did it every day. I did it every day, but it was just... I think NXT was the wrong product to do it with.
Yeah.
Quite possible.
It was tough one.
So, all right, yeah. So that's pretty much all I've got in the corner, really. I just wanted to mention one quick thing. You mentioned about these, you know, the potential stolen on Yankee Bay. I was watching an eBay seller earlier on in the week who put up. Honestly, I've never seen so many listings of Flair printing plates, and he must have had like over a dozen pages of printing plates on his eBay store, and some of them were like WWF ones, and I was like, oh mate, I need to get these. And he had them up for like $12 each. So I messaged him and I was like, have you got these available? And I got an out of office that said he wasn't available till the end of October, but he still replied back and said, I'll have a look at, see what I've got. I was like, mate, no worries, let me know, because I'll pick up any, especially if they're championship clash, I'll pick them up. And he put a few up, and then the following morning, the entire shop was shut down. Everything had, like, completely gone. And I thought, this is well fucking shady. So I don't quite know what was going on there, but I've never seen such a mass amount of Flair printing plates all in one store. He must have had hundreds of them from all different sports.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah. But the fact that it said out of office, and then he came back, and then it was gone the next day, I was like, it's a bit weird. So, yeah, shady. Another weird story this week. Yeah, very shady. So,
Shady.
Right, that's it for me, though. I think we can move to the Nook, I think.
Ooh, go on then.
Right, over
Chris.
to my Nook. Right.
Get your Nook out.
Get my Nook out. The time has come. We finally get to open these. So Dave won last time, and he chose...
Yeah, baby.
Male First Trap. envelopes.
Yeah, sexy men.
Sexy men. Who wants to go first? Has anyone got it to hand? I've
got mine to hand in an envelope.
Yeah.
I'm ripping.
Oh, I will say, so Lloydy, you put obviously some extra cards in my envelope for me.
I did.
And I said to Mrs. S, I said, can you open this one out? Anything that looks like it might be a sexy man, can you put it back in the envelope and hide it from me? And anything else that looks like AW, can you put it to one side? And she done that, and I said, what do you think? And she said, yes, that's definitely a sexy man.
Pretty sexy. There you go.
So yeah, so I'm glad she kept it in there.
Has approved. That's good. Go on then, Jamie. Go on.
Right,
get your sexy man out.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it could only be one person, could it? We have Pete Val Venus, and this isn't actually your normal card. This is
card.
this is the WrestleMania ones, which are sort of photo size. So there you go, with a bit of double J Jeff Jarrett underneath it.
They're about 7 times as big as a normal card, basically. But they are a trading card.
Yeah,
they have stuff on the back and stuff like that. They're
photo trading cards.
Yeah, photo cards.
I never had one in hand before, and it was really weird. And to be honest, it was £10 or less, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was it came to around that just because I had to spend the card itself didn't cost much money.
Top loader.
But the top loader cost about 3 times the card did. So yeah,
I will cherish it.
Top loader's worth a lot more. You know what I mean?
Very good. That does definitely fit the bill there.
I'll go next. You're gonna have to explain this one to me, Chris. Why? So first of all, this needs some explaining. First of all, I have another Velveteen one of one.
You,
yeah, fantastic.
And a Quincy, I think. There was a Quincy.
I have another Quincy, the one I gave to you as well. So that will keep going around.
So at the end of the end of each show, if you say "fuck John Cena,"
yeah.
So I took that literally, as in you want to fuck John Cena. So I sent you a John Cena card.
Yeah, but it's him being nice.
He's being sexy. He's proposing to Nikki Bella.
That's romantic. I wouldn't say that's thirsty. That's romantic. Do you call that? That's not sexy.
Well,
I only did it because you were always saying that you want to fuck John Cena. So
yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. Okay,
that was where I was going.
I was expecting.
Well, I had
big schlong things.
So I had that same, not the same, but I had a Val Venus card from. SmackDown 99 thing.
Yeah.
Which I think I was going images that, I think, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I think he's in a towel. He's about to take the towel off.
He's in a towel. He's pointing, isn't he?
And this was what JB sent me. Is the other guy that I had thought about is Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Oh, he's ravishing.
He is.
That is quite thirsty as well. Oh.
Yeah. That's nearly the same pose as Val there, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that must be the sexy pose. Sorry, I went the other way. You guys went right. I went fucking way left.
You went romantic.
Yeah.
But no, it's because you always say fuck John Cena, so I'm just taking it literally that you want to fuck John Cena, and there you go. It must be your type. That was where my head was at.
Now he's sort of thinning out a little bit and sort of no more as muscular as he once was. Skinny Cena. God. I've got to give a mention actually. So Chris, your card I bought from SC Scott. Cards. Yeah. And I did actually have to put in the comments because I didn't realize it was his store. I said, don't mention this to anybody. And I said, you've got your spoiler for Chris's Nook. And he messaged me straight away. I was like, that's fine.
Cool.
I'd like to, for submissions, I'd like to submit that my wrestler that I have sent you on my card is the only wrestler ever to have a t-shirt which looks like it's got cum dripping down on it.
Yes, it would not be made these
days. That's how thirsty he is. He's got cum coming off his shirt.
Yeah, it's a bygone era of wrestling t-shirts.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh man, cool. choppy PP.
It's just a shame there's not a card of that. So we'll put the pics on Facebook.
Can you imagine if they had the Upper Deck era and had the merch and we had Val Venus in his t-shirt?
That'd be amazing. Okay, so are we going to do Insta again as well?
Yeah, I'll do both again, and then it gives us more of a sort of
Yeah, sounds good.
more people.
Cool. It's quite funny actually because I said to Trav, obviously like I've got my card, and he said, "Oh, give me a couple of seconds," and he literally put the screenshot of the card of the Val Venus card that I had already purchased for Jamie and said, "I bet it's this," and I was like, "Yep." He knows me too well. Yeah, very funny. Okay, let's go to. Is that Chris?
Yeah.
Is that okay with your? Anything else in your note?
No, you're fine, man.
Okay, cool. We'll move on to the President's Hole. Jamie, cue my music. So on President's Hole today, we have had Liberator of the Week.
Unexpected.
It's been away
Liberator
for a
week,
while.
wasn't it?
Yeah, this was This is me coming up with the idea of doing it earlier on. The reason I came up with this idea, so I was watching a bit of the Ryder Cup during my lunch break today, and while I was watching the Ryder Cup, while I was watching the Ryder Cup, that the USA finally were winning a game after about 7 hours, and they cut to the crowd of Americans in the crowd, basically half wearing clothes, draped in like denim dungarees and American shirts, Star Spangled Banner shirts, chugging beer because they finally started to win a game. And I thought to myself, you know what? Let's go over the top American cards for the Liberator of the Week. So I set the challenge, 20 quid or less. I was going to say till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, but we had so many submissions so quickly, I just thought, let's just run it tonight. We're doing the show tonight, sod it. So we had some good ones. Trav was really running from the front, really. One of the first ones we had. The only thing is, his cost way too much money, and so he's disqualified for that one anyway. And that was the cover shots of Stacey and Tori. I think 2002?
Cover shots is 2002, yeah.
Yeah, 2002. It's a lovely cover shots. The only thing is, have you got that one? Oh, it's a lovely one, but the only one I could find was $37, which way outside. So, sorry, mate. No.
That's it.
There was a couple. There was a good couple of Hulk Hogan submissions, which were all good. Logie Bear did make me laugh. He put a Jack Swagger on from one of the people on eBay who are selling autographs. That's from the same guy who's selling the autograph of The Rock,
the hooky ones,
which is not The Rock. For it was like 30 quid as well,
and Triple H as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Lots of Hacksaw Jim Duggins. Kurt Angles. Lots of American flag stuff. Sam Tears one was good. So the Patriot. So it's the Patriots rookie card, isn't it? Buff Bagwell and Patriot. Stars and Stripes. America. So WCW main event. Could only find this one, which was on eBay. The thing is, the card is not in a great shape, and I couldn't find another one at all. So I don't particularly want to get a card in that batters, and so it's no point really. I don't really want it in the PC if it's in that state. Sam Tier did have a good one. With we'll do Chris's one. Chris's one with the embossed Medusa with her babs. Jesus, the 3D.
That's the connoisseur's choice.
3D babs. Sam Tier clearly won it with Mohammed Hassan Danbury Mint. What says America most going over the top? Dress a guy as an Arab and give him a terrorist gimmick. Fantastic.
Boom. I I'm ripping through like the old VHS tapes. I went through the Great American Bash 2005, And it was just after obviously we had all the controversy around Muhammad Hassan. It was like his final thing. And I totally forgot this match with Taker, but he like blooded him up and left him in a right mess. And I thought, what happened next? He was then gone the following week. I was like, fuck. But that must have been right at the end of his run for those Danbury Mint cards. He wasn't about that long, was he?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Speaking of the American Bash, Brian Lyons put the Tory card from Raw Deal on there as well. And that was that's another bub. I'm looking at sparklers. Truly I am. But the card that won it, Addie's Maggot, Sergeant Slaughter, 1991 Merlin, outside the Marine Memorial in Virginia.
Whoa, that is very American.
Well, so the reason, and I say this, let me just get this up on my phone, right? So the reason that this is so over the top American, right? And I'm going with more of the ironic side of this. So the gimmick of Sergeant Slaughter is that of former US Marine who fought in the Vietnam War. Remus, who is Sergeant Slaughter, himself never served in the military. He received several draft deferments and even opposed the war, often protesting and demonstrating within the anti-war movement. So not only is there a guy, and at the minute there's this big thing about stolen valor, right? So he gets a pass on the fact that has stolen valor for so many years as a wrestler, which is amazing in itself. The fact he's a national icon for being this drill sergeant who he never was actually in any army. In fact, the closest he probably came to the army was being in G.I. Joe the movie. The cartoon movie, that is. And not only that, on this card, they've got him outside the US Memorial, which he has nothing to do with other than wearing camouflage and a hat.
Do you know what makes it worse, though? He also had a big falling out with Lacey Evans over Twitter. I was just thinking this. Because he was saying about gimmick infringement, and then it turns out that she was a real-life Marine. Yeah. Fuck.
Cheek. So, if you're going to go over the top, it's going over the top in an ironic way, but Jesus Christ, I love that. So, even more ironic, I bought the card from Italy. It's an Italian card. I bought the card from Italy. It's coming to the UK, and I'm sending a card over to Canada for the Liberator of the Week, because it goes to Gordo, who keeps fucking winning everything. Well done, Gordo, again. Yay!
Well done, Gordo.
Well done, Gordo. It did make me laugh. I was like, what? Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter, okay. And then the wheels went around in my mind, and the more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh my God, it's perfect. Brilliant.
Do we think Gordo has probably exactly figured out exactly what he needs from us and what makes us tick? He knows exactly what to do, doesn't he?
I know. I think he's a scattergun of ideas, but
he even won
they hit the mark occasionally.
He's even won like random ones as well, though.
Yeah, he's won random. He's won everything. This is his second Liberator card as well. Damn. So. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't enjoy sending cards to Canada, but I'm always the fan of, if it's the best card wins, right? I don't care where in the world you are, even if you're in Timbuktu, I'm still going to send you a card. So Timbuktu, Jesus, I've made up a new place in the world.
If you listen there as well, send us a message.
Yeah, and Italy as well. I don't think we've got many Italian.
No. If you're in Italy and you listen, let us know what Panini's like over there, because it's shit to ship from Italy to here.
Sergeant Slaughter. Pasta.
He sounds a bit mafia-y,
yeah. I just find it funny. They get Sergeant Slaughter over in the States, and we get Jimmy Hill. There's a very British joke right there. Big chins. Big chins. Big chins. All right, let's go to purchases of the week. I could be really quick. The biggest card I got, I did a couple of breaks, didn't do very well. The biggest thing that I've bought is a Bron Breaker and new from Select out of 10. It's lovely. Got it here.
Boom.
Ooh, I love it. It's a really pretty card. What else have I been buying? Gakpo. Christmas Gakpo cards.
It's not wrestling. Fuck Gakpo.
It's my new PC. I don't know why I love it. I don't support Liverpool at all, but there's something about a Christmas Gakpo card that just gets me, and I'm trying to get all the parallels of that right now.
Sometimes a PC picks you.
I know it does. Christmas Gakpo. It was a pleasant surprise in the summer, I tell you. I don't know. Other than that, I think I'll be talking to Daniel from CFP about a potential trade. We'll see. I'd be very surprised if he can offer me anything to get that Superfractor Dolph that he wants. But we'll see. We're doing a dance right now, like naughty flamingos next to each other. Let's see what happens.
Put a John Cena shirt on. He'll be all right.
I don't want to fuck him, apparently. Anyway, Jamie, what have you been up to buying?
You know what?
Anything?
I've not been done too bad. I've not bought masses of stuff. I'm still kind of like trying to pick up bits and pieces. But I've got to thank Trav first of all for doing a bit of a deal ski with me. He was doing a load of eBay listings the weekend just gone, and he said he's going to put these up on eBay. Did I want them? And it was a whole load of Series 1 yellows, AEW. Nice. So done me a good deal. I sent him over my needs list for all the yellows, and there's a bloody good chunk he's dropped off there for me. I think somewhere around like 60, something like that, of yellows.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, picked them up from Trav. So thank you for that, Trav. They're on the way over to the mailbox in the US. So that's my big main purchase, really. I'm in the middle of doing a bit of a deal ski with somebody for some Wednesday in Action cards who's got a job lot. So trying to do a bit of deal on them. So just trying to sort of get a grip on these AEWs while it's been a bit quiet on the front of everything else, really. I might as well crack on and doing something I can do productively. And then there's just a single purchase this week. I picked up on American eBay a Topps 2014 Chrome Atomic Undertaker. I know everyone went a bit mad for the gold taker. So he's doing the leg drop on Punk. But I haven't seen the Chrome Atomic crop up that often, and I thought that might be quite a nice one to have in the PC, especially loving a bit of the old cracked ice Atomic. So that was only like $2, and I was like, that's a bargain. I'm happy with that.
That's really good, yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much my purchase. Really, the main one being all those yellows from Trav.
Cool, man.
Cool.
Go on, Chris.
Right, so I will start off 2 boxes of Skybox Metal. But I'm not going to tell you what I pulled because it's all on YouTube.
I've watched it.
Hey, well done.
I know what you've pulled.
On a tube.
Yep.
And also picked up a Heritage hanger from 2017, which is not, the video's not out yet. That'll be this week.
Sports car trading?
Yes, yeah.
I saw that they started selling them.
They're at the show tomorrow, so I've been doing really well with some sales lately, so I have got a decent amount to sort of take to the show. And they're there, so I know that they're going to have sealed wrestling, so yeah, I'll definitely be looking at some of that tomorrow.
Nice.
Let me know how much their metal is going for.
Okay, yeah, will do.
Because you might, if it's good enough, I might get you very nicely to get me a box of it.
No problem.
Cheers. They still haven't got the blasters, though, have they?
No, they haven't had blasters, but you never know. They might have some tomorrow.
Can you ask them to check their Twitter as well? They shorted me 2 packs of. They shorted me 2 packs of Ultra Pros. I've tweeted them today. They came in the mail today. I ordered 6. And they gave me 4.
They've done that to me before.
Yeah,
for sure.
They normally
did
make it up.
They did send me,
but yeah, just give them a nudge to look at their Twitter.
If you ever check Twitter, you're on Twitter like that, they'll be fine.
Yeah, David Lloyd on Twitter. Give me my Ultra Pros.
And if you,
I do actually need them, so like.
At least it's not on Instagram, because then they wouldn't be allowed to actually message you. So
you know what I mean? It's like I'm blocked.
That's it.
Fuck's sake.
And I haven't got anything to say to sports cards traders, so just say hello if you want.
I'll just say
hello.
James says hello.
Dave
he wants you to message him back.
Dave's fuming.
Check your Twitter.
Check his fucking Twitter.
Yeah. I do know that at this show, although it is going to be mainly football, I do know there's 2 sellers that definitely have some wrestling there. So there will be some wrestling there.
I would say to you, maybe talk to them about sponsoring the show at some point. But to be honest, I like giving them shit on this show too much for them to. We love you, really, sports card trading.
We do.
We do.
Card wise, so I'm still on the Panini Prism hunt for the Good Brothers. I missed a white sparkle Carl Anderson, went for about $10. The next day, one popped up. Buy it now for $3.70. So sometimes missing out can help. Yeah, really random price, wasn't it? Buy it now as well. Strange. But yeah, I am really seriously getting down to like the 1-of-1s now. I think there's under 5 on each, I think. So yeah, not far. If any listeners do come across the 1-of-1s for these guys, please hit me up. Just a little ask there. I also picked up a lot of 20 Heritage Chrome 2007 cards in a little binder. Had the Stephanie McMahon card in it, which is the last McMahon that I needed. Also had the Rock, and the binder itself is one of those like proper collector ones from like the 90s. Do you know the ones?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I got that at a really good deal. It was like $15. And the Stephanie one, when it's listed on its own, is around that sort of price anyway, or maybe a little bit less. But yeah, cool pickup. K Gust cards. Have you seen these ones? Custom.
Yes, we mentioned last time.
We mentioned them last time. So me, Tommy, and Wes from the ATP all went in on these. But we have a little bit of a dilemma that I need you guys in the chat to sort out for us. So the way they're packed is they're not in like individual packs. So they're all just going to kind of get sent together. So there's 2 parallels per pack. So we've got like, X amount of parallels for how many each of us bought, but we've got kind of no way of doing it fairly. So what we're going to do is like a draft. But I need one of you guys to run the draft, and then we're going to do the snake pick. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know what I mean?
I'll do it, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll do it, mate.
That sounds like the best way of doing it, really.
I'll run a will.
Yeah.
I'll do a will for it, mate.
Yeah. So,
on the day, like when you got it, and it'd be like, woo.
Like Lloydy.
Because it's quite hard because me and Tommy are both after like similar kind of people. Do you know what I mean? So it runs that risk. But yeah, doing it that way takes out all of that.
I love to honestly like give their people their dreams and take them away as well. So I'm your man.
Yeah, it's going to be one of us. So what else we got? The last thing is, this is a really slow burner. I started last year collecting the chair shots from Spectrum.
Oh yeah,
so
nice.
I picked up.
Yes.
I picked up the Miro of that. I put in an offer. It was up for £10. It was in this country.
Right.
Guy sends me an offer, $6.99, and I countered with a £5, which was probably a little bit too low on my part. So he recounters with £7, and I'm like, that's more than you fucking offered in the first place. So then I counted with $6.50 and he accepted it. But yeah, I thought that was like an up yours to me for offering so low. Yeah. So yeah, that was fair play. But yeah, that's I've only got, I think it's a 20 card set, and I'm at like 5. So yeah.
Which ones do you need?
Oh, fucking all of the good ones. Kenny Omega, Sean Spears, but they are on ComC, so that's where I'm gonna head to next, I think. But yeah, that's it from myself.
It's good having a bit of a slow burn. Like these Wednesday inactions, like I mean, they're about a tenner each on ComC, and I could blurt them all in one go, but they're quite nice to pick one up a month sort of thing, So I'll grab that one, I'll grab it and sort of do it slowly.
Okay.
Just quickly before we move on.
Yeah.
Are we going to do any e-pack opening, or what are we going to do?
I'm literally just doing it now.
So I've just bought some as well.
So I'm doing mine Like, I was literally just about to say before we move on, are we packing?
How many are you buying?
I'm just buying 2.
2, okay.
Chris, you buying 31?
I was going to buy 22. No, this isn't, like I said to Jamie earlier, it was, with that one, it was...
I know, I'm joking. I feel
like
James sharing his screen. Oh my God, here we go.
Here we go, look.
Here we go.
Watch it crash now.
I feel like the resale
I've
in
never
this
done mine
country
on the PC.
is going to be good for those.
Yeah, I've never done on the PC.
No, me either.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So
I'm just buying mine now.
So what have we got in here then? So this is all Grand Slam. So what's our gold and silver? Gold is righteous, isn't it?
That gold's Eddie Kingston, isn't it?
Gold is Eddie Kingston with a gold penis. And silver's Ray Phoenix, isn't it?
Okay. And then the others
I believe.
Are you sure you only want to buy 2?
I'm only going to buy 2.
All right,
I'm going to.
I'll buy 2 now and I'll buy the rest later.
Okay.
What about your money for tomorrow? You have nothing left.
My first card is the Righteous.
Oh.
Nothing behind it.
Oh.
Damn. Go on, Jamie.
Okay, right.
You do your first card.
Jamie's next. I'm just doing my own.
Grand Slam 2. Right, here we go.
Go on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Eddie Kingston.
Go on, Eddie Kingston.
I've got a bit of Saraya.
Yeah.
And that's it for that pack.
That's it for that one.
All right, next one.
Chris, are you there ready?
He's got another one.
Yeah, and I've got another one as well.
Yeah, one at a time.
See if you're ready.
I am not. Hang on, I'll be once.
No, Chris is. I'll do my next one then.
Go on, do your next one.
Oh, I have the MJF and nothing behind it.
Oh,
all right.
Boo!
Right, I've done mine. Let's go.
Did you have another one, James?
I have, but my screen just crashed.
First one,
okay.
Darby Allin. That's quite a cool one.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing behind it.
No.
Okay, but my last one. Let's set it up.
This is a great dead air.
It's dead air.
Segment.
Just keep on chatting.
Well done, guys.
Just open some e-pack yourself. Just
keep opening e-pack.
Yeah, just open up. I'm not going to share my screen again, just for the sake of it.
No,
so I've got the Righteous.
Come on, Jamie.
The base.
Come on.
And nothing behind it. There are...
Right. Last pack.
What's this teaching us? Don't open on air.
That's right.
Because we suck.
We'll keep opening on air till we get something good.
You take it in turns.
Well, there is that.
The Righteous and nothing behind it.
No.
Righteous out of all of us, man. It sucks.
That does suck.
Received a trade.
Crap. You see the trade already?
No, not for that. No.
I was going to say, someone really wants your Righteous.
Well, nonetheless, match day moments are now available from tonight. So good luck, everyone, if you're buying heavy into it. Just know your limits.
Yep. Know when to say stop.
When the fun stops.
That's a no comment from me. Do what you want.
Oh, dear.
Right, let's move on then to the top 5. Top 5 this week is CM Punk cards. Yay, my favourite.
Boom.
Boom. The hopefully the last time we ever talk about a CM Punk ever. This will be amazing. Okay, number 5 for me. I'll go first. For me, Topps Platinum 2010. I love Topps Platinum. I think it's a really great image of him as well. But Topps Platinum, I think, is up there with the likes of First Year Finest. Very underrated, I think.
Yeah, massively underrated.
Lovely cards in that set.
Nice
cards.
Set.
Number 4, TNA 2004 rookie cards. To be honest, I don't really care which the rookie card it was. It was obviously the first one, not his tag team one, but his the real rookie card of him. Yeah. Number 3, Topps Heritage 2012, Allen and Ginter. We're big fans of Allen and Ginter on this show, so I think it's great. I think that was like 2012 era time with Punk is the Punk era, isn't it? Really,
the best in the world, Chicago belt in the fridge era.
It's a great one of him. So, number 2, the Jumbo Matt Relic out of 15, the autoed one. I think out of all the relics and stuff like that they've done with him, I'm not a massive fan of Matt Relics, but ultimately, I think this is quite a unique thing that AEW Upper Deck have done with AEW. I think they're going to be very sought after. I like the fact they're out 15, and I think this is obviously one of Punk's last big cards, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a massive one to come. And number 1 was a no-brainer. I had on the list last week, and definitely it's the AEW promo card, the missing auto. I still think it's going to be probably the most sought after card of his going forward. So, yeah, really cool. Jamie?
Yeah. Again, the numbers are been swapped around again on our little list, haven't we? We're not very good at doing this together, are we?
Oh, did you have it the other way?
Have I got mine? I'm just trying to think. No,
I think it was.
No, mine's
right
right. Yeah, sorry, ignore me. Yeah.
I do it the right way, Jamie.
That's all right. There's too many Punk cards.
I do it the right way, Jamie.
Right, let's move on. Let's do this. So number 5, which is my number 5 actually. I'm just working through. So is Match Day Moments Silver. So
if you had Match Day Moments Silver as your number 1, that would have been spectacular.
Well, I didn't. It's fine. It's all good.
I think it's a great card. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great card. I love that card. I think it's really cool.
So yeah, that's from the dog collar match with MJF. So he's and what I do like on ComC, where it says bloodied after, it's sort of chopped off, so it says bloody AF, and I thought, that actually looks quite good there. So number 4, I've gone for the Topps 2010 Jumbo Shirt Relics. Now these are all numbered to 30, and they're a bit of a sleeper set. There's a Cody Rhodes in there, Kofi Kingston, but they're all really nice colours. But this is the CM Punk shirt where he was part of his sort of straight edge society, so it's like the black and white, and there's loads of cool patterns in it.
Yeah, I think I've seen one.
So I put that as number 4. Number 3, gone for the TNA Pacific 2004 rookie. I've gone for the red variant, which was a hobby exclusive. Just chuck that in there. Again, I think people don't realise there are the different variants. They're very, very similar.
Chris there's a gold variant as well, isn't there?
Yeah. But yeah, so the gold is like your base, and it's just got like the Pacific logo, and then the red, that's all that's different is that logo is different in the top corner. So if you got it, do check it just in case.
Yeah.
Number 2, I've gone for the Topps 2013. Now this was a cracking year for Topps and their relics and getting on the bandwagon with stuff. But there's 3 relics of all the same in CM Punk, and there's some variants within it. So there's a super short print, which is a CM Punk sweaty old sock, which I don't quite understand why he opted to give him that, but there you go. A wristband, which I assume is
the Jizzy sock variant. Lovely.
A wristband, which I assume is his CM Punk wrist tape, which again would be quite cool to have in a relic. And then there's your normal yellow ice cream bar shirt. There is a part of me that does think, you mentioned about Upper Deck and putting this stuff in a bin bag in the corner of the room, all the T-shirts. I do wonder if his socks ended up in there by accident and Topps have gone, we'll relic that fucker. I'll just get this feeling that's what they've done.
Why not?
And the number 1, I've gone for the same as you, Lloyd. I've gone for the AW promo, the missing auto, that if you send it back to him, you then didn't get an auto in return. Again, going to be much sought after.
Well,
I think.
Some of you did. A very select few did, and that's why they cost so much money.
Yeah.
So, lucky people.
And we all love
Some
CM
people
Punk
got like 8. Some people got like 8, didn't they? Yeah. And they were like, what? Like printing money and sending it to you. Yeah. Anyway, yes.
Right. So my number 5 is... James got me worried about the order now.
You don't.
No,
it's
fine,
me,
it's
mate.
fine,
you don't need to be worried about it.
Lloydy's got it, mate. It's fine. It's sorted.
Is Topps Best of 2013. Now, this is not like a special card at all. And I kind of go... Some of mine are a little bit like just ones that I've liked in general, not necessarily like his biggest cards per se. I just thought the image on this was wicked. So he's in the Walls of Jericho. He's in a Chicago street fight and he's spraying the fire extinguisher at Jericho. I just thought it was a little bit different, cool shot. especially for a match card. Do you know what I mean? So that's
I say I've got it. It does actually say CMP Punk versus Jericho. So
oh yeah,
I can't spell, but I can get it.
I thought you
right
meant
order.
on the card. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Number 4 is AEW Upper Deck Prominent Cuts Ace of Spades to 75. Were these like convention ones?
They were last year's, weren't they? From the National.
Yeah, really nice cards.
So the base cards were, but the out of 75s, the autographs, they weren't actually from there.
What were they from?
So what happens was, I believe, and I could be horrendously wrong here, but they got the top 75 e-pack buyers, and they sent them all the top 75 an autographed.
Nice touch.
No way. Yeah. I did not know that.
And yeah, that's why a lot of them got sold off, because a lot of people who got it, a lot of people who are e-pack buyers get stuff to sell it on. Yeah. They keep what they want, but they sell a lot off, and that's why a lot of them are still quite available. Basically because they a lot of people who got their hands on them didn't actually want them. They were just like a freebie.
Wow.
So,
makes sense. Yeah, cool. Number 3, it was on Dave's list. It's the Jumbo Matte Relic to 15 from AEW Upper Deck.
To be honest, it was actually on your list, and I was like, yeah.
Did you see, I don't know if you guys saw the sale of it about 2 weeks ago. I was sort of watching it go up and up and up. And granted, it was closer to the time when he was the big news topic. But it sold for $455, which I just thought is a real, it's a lot. I get that it's a rare card and it's to 15. It just seemed,
I think it will hold its price.
I do too.
I really do. I think it's one of the going to be the more sought after cards going forward.
Yeah, and I and the other side, I really like the Jumbo Matte Relics when they're signed. I'm not so keen on them when they're just a relic, but when they're signed, I think they do look pretty cool.
But that's the selling point around it. If it wasn't signed, even if it was 15 and not signed,
it's just another card, then, isn't it?
Well, I don't think it would be on the list.
No, it wouldn't be.
But because it's got that autograph.
It does, yeah. It's cool. Number 2, I've also gone for the TNA 2004 rookie. And like Jamie said, people don't know about that hobby variant. I didn't know about that. So I've just gone for the standard one. But not the tag team, the actual CM Punk one.
Yeah.
Cool. And then number 1, again, it's like one that I just really like personally. It's Topps 2010. It's the spiral autographs. The ones that got like black and white spirals on them.
The Danhausen editions.
That's it. Yeah, very, very Danhausen. But
I'm sure Panini copied them in Revolution this year.
Yeah.
It's far too similar.
Very similar. But that, I know you said the 2012 era is the era that most people like with CM Punk, but I was a little bit different. I like that more underdog kind of not getting any, do you know what I mean? He was like on ECW and
Don't get me wrong. I love that era of him as well. I think it's the era. It was the era before the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, that's it.
And then there was the Straight Edge Society, and then it's what he really turned into after that, basically.
Yeah, like on the actual card, he's got the longer hair and he's throwing up the sign, and just a cool card for me personally, I guess. But that's it.
It was like post Ring of Honor, Punk, basically. Yeah.
Any honourable mentions or?
I'm sure I did, and I can't remember what they are now. Let me just think quickly.
I quite like
I'll be there.
The Leaf Grand Champions Punk card that had the autos, and he's got like the fists up with the drug free, and that's kind of like a pencil sketch sort of looking card. I think that's quite
on
nice
that
one.
card though. Does it at the bottom? I feel like it says mixed martial artist or something.
That's right.
So I kind of saw that, and I agree with with his hands up, but I didn't choose it because of that, really.
No, I don't think there's much else, to be honest. Yeah,
I think that they're the key ones, aren't they? I think there are some cool images through the years.
2009 flagship, the one where he's trying to get the I'm doing the motion of getting the money in the bank, and everyone else is on ladders with him, and it's just him reaching up for it. That's a very cool image. Cool. And the 2014 Chrome as well, one of the last ones that should have been really his last image on cards, in my view. But with him flying through the air, one thing he does really well, I think, he does a good flying through the air picture.
Yeah.
And the 2014 Chrome, great.
Yeah.
Right, let's Mega 5 this biatch.
Yeah, do it. Seconds.
Okay. Boom. Right. Go on, guys. What we got?
I'm going to say straight in, first of all, I think we're going to have that relic, the Jumbo Wrap relic at 15 signed. That was quite high on both of your lists. And outside of the top spiral, that was the only auto we had. So I think that needs to be quite high on the list, if not number one.
Well, the thing is, we've got the missing promos both on number ones on our list.
Guys, and like the only reason I didn't put that in is because I just think it sucks. I know I get the rarity aspect of it, but I think the whole thing sucked, didn't it? It was like, I don't know.
So
it's something for the people. It's something for the people who didn't get it.
Yeah. I remember
the people who did get it. It was great.
I remember when that first happened. We were all getting our redemptions on EPAC in the first, and it was like that day. Are we going to get it? Ooh, yeah.
Well, I really think it should be the promo card number one.
Yeah.
I think it should be the out of 15 number 2.
I think TNA at 3.
The rookie number 3.
The rookie at 3. I'm happy with the Spiral Auto at 4. And then number 5.
Sweaty Sock.
Sweaty Sock, yeah.
Because I think he was the only guy in that set as well who had like more than one relic. So it's like that was his year, really, you know?
I think so.
Because I think that was the same set that had the AJ Lee bear in it as well, which is, again...
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. The only thing I would say, other than the Sweaty Sock, I would say the Alan Ginter, but I think we've had enough Alan Ginter love on here for a while. So...
let's put the stinky...
The only one I mean, the Prominent Cuts is great, but the thing is, I don't really class it as a wrestling card. It's him as a wrestler on it, but it's not from a wrestling card set. It's like Topps Father's Day or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, are they actually wrestling cards, even though the wrestlers on it? I do struggle with this kind of thing when it's like promotional cards, promotional group cards. You know what I mean? Like with various different sports on it and stuff like that. I really do struggle with that. Not much. I just, how do you class them?
Mm-hmm.
Multi-sports.
I think is usually it, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a nice card though. I do like it.
Okay, so I've got here then number 5, Sweaty Sock. Number 4, Spiral. Number 3, the TNA rookie, red or gold. Out of 15, Jumbo Matt Auto, and missing promo at number 1.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think that sounds about right.
Sounds about right from what we got.
Yeah. I do like the MDM Silver as well. The dog collar mats.
Yeah.
I think that's one of his better cards, to be honest. No. All right. Let's get out of here then.
Boom.
Chris.
Hello.
Next time round, you've got the Reigns, the Romans. What are you doing with them?
Top 5 Roman, no. Top 5 belts, titles, title shots with titles in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool.
I like it.
Yep.
A lot of Shawn Michaels cards.
There's a few that automatically spring to mind, isn't there? But
yeah, they've done a lot in Panini, so it's actually quite a difficult one because they've done so many recently.
I keep even to the point where I'm seeing cards from like Select this year, and do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was a card. Or
literally the card, the gold card of Bron Breaker and New, obviously, is literally a card dedicated to them with belts. Mad.
Cool. So that's for the top
number
5.
1 now. Bron Breaker number 1.
Do we want to not do Mega 5 next week then? Do you want to do it just as a run through some cool images? Because we're going to be so varied in what we like in images.
Oh, we can try Mega 5 it.
Okay.
I think it would be quite funny.
We'll give it our best shot.
I think we've Mega 5'd a lot harder than that.
Fine, yeah. I'm down to try and give it a go.
Give it a go.
Cool. Big topic wise, it's an ever changing landscape, isn't it? Should we just see what happens and see what?
Well, we didn't do custom cards this week.
We didn't. So if there's no big news,
so we have an option to do it.
And I tell you what, I've been doing a lot of research into custom cards, and it's fun.
Yeah, it is a great topic to go into.
You a few.
Yeah,
Dave, you sent some ones as well.
Yeah, it is a great little topic to be honest. But we'll see. Like,
in case something kicks off, we'll have it until otherwise known.
Well, we didn't know. Like, with 2 weeks went past and the fucking world got flipped upside down.
Yeah, this is it.
So next 2 weeks, the world could fucking end. We could have another pandemic. You just don't know at this point. It's fucking ridiculous.
We'd be podcasting every day if we had another pandemic.
You know what I mean? So the reason, funny, like the story of, so Jamie did the special. Chris, I know that you weren't available to do it, but I was actually in London that day. And I was looking at the news coming in of like all the shit that was happening. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like looking at it while I'm at work going, oh my God, this is just horrendous. So let's not have another 2 weeks of that, please. No. Just nice, relaxing. Jamie, do you want to go through the bits and pieces? Or I'll go back to Chris for his bit.
So, rounding up this week's show. So, all the usual bits and pieces, really. So, if you want to find us, or find me on Twitter, I'm at Jamie Stocker. I said I was going to leave. I've been sucked back into it, watching all the shit unravel, watch everyone falling out with one another. Tribalism at its best over on Twitter. Facebook. As always, come join the Facebook group. If you use Facebook, come join the fun. We do like to say the Liberator of the Week that Lloydy does. We have mail days that we put pictures up. We just chat cards, Wrestling Card Wednesday. And everyone pretty much knows each other now. It's a nice little, a great bunch of lads, as they'd say on Father's Head. So, come join the group. Again, just search for it. If you get stuck, just, ping us a message. We'll add you to it.
Drink. You're fucking Egypt. As they also say that on Father Ted.
You're a racist now, father. So just a quick thing, really. I was been moonlighting on other podcasts a little bit. So I was on Husker Hav's podcast with Mike this early today, and there was me and Kevin Williams from Tweet Wrestling. We're talking all things collected in the UK and stickers and sort of just generally sort of chatting all things UK, really. So it was a good chat for about an hour. That's going to be up in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, so do look out for that. And I will share the link for that. But I'll just mention that if there's any obscure cards that you're looking for, I do recommend going and check out Husker Hav's site. He's been going for donkey's years, and he's like one of these guys that will collect everything in mass. Like, he won't just buy one of each. He's bought so much stuff over the years. And he'll have like bootleg cards, Mexican Russian cards. Like, he tries really hard. Yeah. So do check it out. And I think he's like UK postage.
I want Russian cards. You got Russian cards?
Yeah, he's honestly, mate, he has everything.
Oh, comrade. Yes.
Proper dodgy stuff. And again, like, he's shipping to the UK. Like, he always does like a flat rate, and it's always pretty good. So yeah, go and have a look at his site. And that's pretty much it from my side of things, really. Nothing more to add. I guess over to you guys.
Cool. Kevin's trading cards on YouTube. I've been teetering around this sort of 350 subscriber mark, but I think I'm on 349. I keep going like down to 346 and then back up. But Yeah, I need one more person to help me reach that milestone. A couple of AEW the Skybox Metal boxes opened in the last sort of week or so, so they're up there. And then hopefully I'll pick up some bits at the show tomorrow, and we'll be opening them on the channel. I'm going to buy some other bits like F1 and open that there, but the wrestling.
Do you know what would make your channel even better? If you had just a tiny hint of Bollywood music in the background.
Oh, okay,
I think that'd be quite nice.
I'm very
try it one episode. I think it'd be really good.
Cards. It's no,
but just put a hint of Bollywood in the background. I think it would just give it that little twinge. Right? It'd be really nice.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Try everything once.
Just one episode, just for a laugh. See if it works.
I think I know somewhere that it might work. So
go on.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
It's billing people.
That's pretty much it for me, to be honest. Over to you, Dave.
Chris McCarthy, big in India. Anyway, not a lot for me, man. Look, we're still on Twitter at SCR Pod. How long are we going to be on Twitter for? We don't know, because obviously
we're gone.
Yeah, as soon as they start charging, we're done. Off. Like, no way. We're just pure Insta, I think.
And where's everyone going to bicker? Where's everyone going to fall out?
Exactly. Maybe they'll stop acting like children and actually,
Your PC shit. Know. My PC's better than yours. That's a fate. Oh.
Yeah, stay in your lane. That was the best one I heard. Well done.
Jesus.
Stay in your lane. Amazing. You know who you are. Anyway, other than that, all good from me. Obviously, birthday love for the SFP guys? CFP guys. Obviously, P Bear and Johnny had birthdays this side and before and after this weekend. My little boys too as well, next Thursday. And the next episode is my birthday episode. Yes. So let's have a birthday episode next time round. That'd be interesting. I know. Fucking old, man. 42 with a bullet. Not good. Anyway, that's it from me. That's it from
Enjoy
us,
the football.
Will do. Hopefully, I won't get a scar or anything like that. Enjoy the show, Chris.
Yeah. And no more match day moments, Chris.
Right.
End it now. Like, no more tonight.
Yeah. No more. Know your limits. No more. You're literally just chasing Eddie Kingston's gold penis.
I'm probably gonna buy
no more.
I need to get at least 5 or 6, because then you can maybe get the base set, and then if you don't, you can just buy a couple. But yeah, know your limits, guys. I know my limits.
That's right.
Know your limits. Right, everyone say goodbye then. Bye, and fuck John Cena. Happy birthday, Johnny.